everyone, welcome back. It's Jojo with
And Shruti. Yes, Joe. What are we
What's up?
listening to
What's
now?
up?
What's up?
What's
What's
up?
up? What's up?
We are listening to Rohan's recommendation.
Okay.
He told me that Panther's EP, and he gave it honorary mention for his projects of the year.
Okay.
He said the EP is called Kasam Paida Karne Wale Ki, which is
Okay.
a movie poster type feel.
Yes.
Yes. So वो
I
movie
only think of
poster ही
Mithunda
है.
with Kasam Paida Karne Wali Ki. I directly go back to like full retro mode on happens.
हाँ, उसका
Yeah.
cover भी वैसा ही है EP का. So he said check the EP out, which I will in its full form later. But इसका video अभी release हुआ है, so I thought with you I'll check it out.
Yes.
It's a song called Jaani.
Okay.
जानी से राजकुमार की याद आती है मुझे.
Jaani. Yeah.
Love, one of my faves. So it released 2 weeks ago, December 23rd.
Okay.
And credits may written, composed and performed by Panther, produced by Nikhil Swapnil, engineered by Bass Speak. Lovely yaar. It's been a while since
Yeah.
Panther was covered, है ना?
Correct. Yeah.
Let's do it. I like Panther.
Let's do.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, play.
जाकिर हूँ तेरे जिक्र में, मुनासिब ये तेरी फिक्र है। तू भर लेती बाहों में थी तभी अक्सर ही बेवजह लगते थे डरने। बस काफी कि तुम और हम थे, काश वो थम जाते लम्हे। मनाए मुझे तू ये फितरत, तो अक्सर ही बेवजह लगते थे लड़ने। जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे, तेरे बिन है दिल मेरा लगता नहीं। जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे, तेरे सिवा जिक्र कोई करना नहीं। जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे, तेरे बिन है दिल मेरा लगता नहीं। जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे, तेरे सिवा जिक्र कोई करना नहीं। बातें मैं करता जब आपसे तो लगता नशे में शराब के। हम आजकल लोगों से भागते दौड़ते, काटने आपसे फासले। आपसे गुजरते थे रास्ते, आप ही रूह को मेरी आराम दे। जाऊंगा जान से तभी तू जाएगी मेरे जहान से। चलो बाटे अपनी सजाएं, ना तुमको सुनाओ ना हम कुछ बताएं। मैं लड़ ही ना पाया था खुद के लिए, जब से देखा हराने मुझे आप पाए। काफी बड़ा दिल था मेरा, पर तू ऐसी अमानत जो ना बांट पाए। अगर बातें ना हो तेरे बारे में तो अब हम क्या ही खाक बताएं। बातें मीठी रातें बीती, आंखें मीठी यादें भी नहीं। मेरा जहां बेरंग था तभी इरादे तुम्हारे, उन हाथों पे मेहंदी लगा दे पीली। तूने दिल की तारे खींची, हम थे डूब रहे तो तुम किनारे से थी। मैं अंधेरा सा था तुम उजाले से थी, टूटता था मैं तो तुम संभाले रहती। खैर अब एक किनारे पे तू और एक किनारे पे मैं। तुम जीते हो मुझे हरा के, हम जीत में भी तुमसे हारे से हैं। दुखता है ये अब वो हैं गैर जो कल तक हमारे से थे। जो कल तक थे पार लगा रहे मुझे, वो आज डुबाने बैठे। जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे, तेरे बिन है दिल मेरा लगता नहीं। जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे, तेरे सिवा जिक्र कोई करना नहीं। जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे, तेरे बिन है दिल मेरा लगता नहीं। जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे, तेरे सिवा जिक्र कोई करना नहीं।
Not an element.
Dude.
Oh, that's it.
Mm.
Because end में there's so much, it's like a longish gap, right? So I kept waiting. I was like, abhi kuch aur maybe hoga, in the end.
He has given it that pause for the words to sink in, because kya words.
The visuals,
I'm gonna
for
cry.
me, for me,
Yes.
the song was the visuals.
I know,
The
I know.
cinematography of this song was phenomenal.
Everything is flawless.
Like it was so gorgeous. Like even those sun rays,
Yes.
like everything, like
The
for me,
trees, the mountains in the back, everything.
I was just mesmerized. I was like, okay, this
Goosebumps.
has been like done really well. So how long has he been in the scene? Like everybody's been like in the scene for a while. I think on the team, तो वो दिख रहा है, right? Nobody is like a newbie as such, right? So, but I don't know. Like in the song, I kept trying to I know you're feeling it.
I
Maybe
am.
मैं अभी भी बहुत लंबी चौड़ी ऐसे afternoon nap लेके उठी हूँ
You
अभी
are
हाँ.
in nap
तो मेरा
mode.
clarity, I'm in like one very clear sleepiness, if that's such a thing.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I'm very clear.
Huh.
But I'm also in the perfect state of mind to flow. कि मुझे
Hmm.
बस मतलब कुछ सुना दो और मैं बह जाऊंगी, like, वैसा वाला. वो unfortunately इस गाने में नहीं था.
What?
So,
I was
like,
gonna think that this is a perfect
right.
song for that
No,
boho-ness to
no,
happen.
no.
I liked
Because
it.
recently I have been
Oh.
listening to so much music, like,
Hmm.
just पूरे पूरे दिन में गाने सुन रही हूँ. So
Hmm.
अभी मेरा that, something
Like
that I
what
listen to and
kind?
I click. I've
Hmm.
been listening to a lot. Yeah, I've been listening to Aruj, I'm telling you.
Arooj Aftab.
Aruj Aftab, a lot of her
Okay.
music. I've been
Hmm.
listening to a lot of mixed this thing. I've been listening to Apna Gala, Talvinder. I've been listening to a lot of Sanchez, the what's his full name? Matthew Sanchez? What Sanchez? But anyway, so I've been listening to like a lot of new music that's coming in. And I'm just very bad with names usually. But like practically everything that's going on. And I've made like this whole list which stuff that I enjoy. So because of that, and time and again, I realized that I'll end up going to very melodic, very flowy kind of music.
Hmm.
But there needs to be a bit of a good grasp on singing in it.
Hmm.
So, for example, his Jaani Re Jaani Re Jaani Re Jaani, it, the visuals were complementing it perfectly. The music was phenomenal. The
Oh my
music
God, the music
gave it
is.
such a, the writing was really, really like, there was so much, everything was packed so nicely in it, right? So
Hmm.
I felt like the singing parts were sung like a rap song. So I kept waiting for the rap portion to come to do justice to it. I was like, the singing parts, it sounded like Jani Re, Jani Re, Jani Re, Jani, like as though, but not in a musical way. It sounded more like counting to me. So that threw me off right in the start.
Oh,
It
okay.
wasn't singing. So it was, you
Hmm.
could tell that it's a rapper trying to sing, right?
Hmm.
And I
Oh.
was like, but if you're putting such long, long chorus and the whole thing of musicality in it, then one should have put a musical kind of like, the voice should have also been like that, right? लेकिन
Hmm.
वो दिख रहा था कि वो, so I kept waiting. I'm like, okay, ठीक है, ये portion, it's sounding good because of the music.
Hmm.
The voice is kind of carrying it forward, but the main thing will come when the rap style comes because that's his main forte. And there, of course, it was really nice. I did
Hmm.
feel like he was going out of breath in places over there again. And I was like, but why then pack it like such beautiful lyrics? Then why go so crammed up with it where one is running out of breath? Or then practice that much and don't run out of breath so that when we hear it as audience and hear him being like super critical, okay? I'm beforehand bol rahi hu ye kyunki I know I can sound very harsh when I go into these things, but these are the pointers that really stuck out to me. And I was like, it was going so well. And suddenly he caught a very off breath. Sometimes being out of breath works for a song. Like एक बार कभी जैसे, there are times we've heard both the duo youngsters do this, that they run out of breath, but they run out of breath at such an opportune moment. It's so deliberate
Hmm.
that you're with the lyrics, you're supposed to run out of breath there. So it sounds, it lends that impact. यहाँ पे वो नहीं था. यहाँ पे it was almost like I just ran out of breath, but I have more to say. But जो इसका rhythm चल रहा है, उसमें मुझे और बोलना है. तो that
Hmm.
really threw me off. And I was like, यार कितना अच्छा जा रहा है. But ये वाली चीजें, and I know ये बहुत छोटी चीजें हैं, but जब आप बहुत गहराई में सुन रहे होते हो ना, these things matter.
But
At least to me.
you're in full voiceover artist mode here.
अभी क्या
Correct.
करूं?
Yeah.
अभी क्या करूं? I've been working a lot. I've been listening to a lot of music. I've been, so right now I'm fully in that. But I've also been listening just as a, which is why I said the music was fantastic in it. The
Hmm.
visuals were so good.
Hmm.
The rap portions were really good.
Hmm.
And even the melody was phenomenal. Like it has the same thing. I think in maybe 3 years, maybe even 2 years, he should revisit this very song and re-sing it. And
Okay.
it's going to be phenomenal because what
Hmm.
happens is that much finesse comes as time goes by, right? So I
I.
feel,
Hmm.
I know you, but I will stop now with my this
No,
bashing.
no.
Now go for it.
It's not. I mean, it's
Please
not
balance
bashing.
me out.
It's just your thing. No, I don't want to balance you out, like with that intent. But I genuinely was very touched by the song and the whole breath thing and all of that. In fact, when I feel like that happens, I do point it out. But here, for me, it didn't affect me, or that thought didn't pop up in my head at all. Because I feel like with Panther, while you can tell that he's not a trained singer, but even in the parts like the Jaani part, which you felt like it was counting, I actually felt like, oh wow, he can actually he has a melodic singing voice as well. And while it may not be, it'll probably be like in its early stages of like growing and developing, it's still like leaving me in a very nice, happy trance like space. So I actually liked it. And then what happened is that iska music, I have to give it up for Nikhil Swapnil, because what a beautiful sonic scape unhone banaya. It's cinematic,
Absolutely. Yeah.
right? And the
Yep.
visuals did justice to the
Yes.
cinematicness of the music.
100%.
Because yeah,
Yes.
because I've just heard one song, I won't take the name. It's charting and doing really well. Okay, but उसमें भी थोड़ा build-up है music का, एक slow part है, ये वो है. It did not touch me at all. It didn't move me at
Mm.
all. And I had a lot of, like, backlash for speaking my mind about it. But then I hear something like this and I'm like, I know when a music arrangement hits me,
It's
and
good.
I is
Yeah.
good, good
Yeah.
for me. Like, good is
Yeah.
also subjective, so it's good for me and I feel it, and I can emotionally ride the wave of the peaks and troughs, and I can, the I understand the lyrics better because of how the music is making them flow, where it's being pulled back, where it's being, going full strength mein. So all that, just lovely. I freaking love Nikhil Swapnil's work, and engineered by Bass Peak. So props to all of you. It was beautiful. And
100%. They
video
fully like
credits,
full
yeah,
justice to it. Yeah,
full
yeah.
justice.
They made the
And
song. For me, it was them who made the song. Like,
ha,
like
okay.
really stand out in that way.
Okay, so for me, everyone made the song, because the video, like I said, perfect. Like, it's just the marriage with the, it's just so good. I mean, ये locations. Firstly, I think I saw Panther, उसकी Instagram story पे, where they were shooting. I think he was in the mountains, तभी ये shoot किया होगा. Please tell us where,
कौन से mountains है? हमें भी
कौन
जाना
सा
है.
forest है, कौन सा ये bag.
Conscious.
You can see the peaks in the background and the blur, and then the just the camera
हिमाचल
angle
ही
with
लग रहा
the,
है ये वैसे.
हाँ,
हाँ, हाँ.
उत्तराखंड,
इसी तरह.
हिमाचल कुछ हाँ,
हाँ,
पता नहीं कौन सा
हाँ.
है. But that the rays coming through the trees, that shot, I'm like, life में ऐसा एक shot चाहिए. I was like, it's so
Leaning
beautiful.
against a tree, low angle and all, na? वो
Yeah,
वाला.
but now coming to the main event for
Yes.
me, it was
Yes.
Panther. Like, for me, he just stole it. He stole it because at one, I remember we covered his first क्या था वो romantic song ही था हसल का, बस
Hmm.
एक बार. That was my first intro to listening to Panther, and he's been
Hmm.
around in the scene, and hence on
For
Hustle
a
and
long,
all of
yeah.
that.
Hmm.
So I felt like this guy's writing is very, very unda. Like, he doesn't sound like a beginner at all to me. And I was like, finally, there is a rapper whose poetry is freaking amazing in the romantic side of things, because वो बहुत कम है. Let's be real, बहुत कम है
Yeah.
ऐसे गाने लिखने वाले scene में.
Yeah.
Flex rap और वो normal सब कर लेते हैं, right? That's the base level. So anyway, so I was like, okay, here's a guy who can really emote, and in this song from Bas Ek Baar, I feel like 10 times more that love for him because of the writing in this song. Like, I loved the writing. Also, he's given us that Vande Matram jo he did, in that how he like depicted the whole historic events, and also his storytelling, his like writing. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, वो मैंने पहले ही बोल दिया था. Anyway, the point being, the lines of this song were so heartbreakingly beautiful for me. Everything you're feeling right up to the point of when you're not with me anymore, and the things you want to say to someone who's not part of your life. Beautiful. I don't want to go over the lyrics right now. I will go over them offline. But हर एक line मुझे hit करी, and it made me smile. And there is a his one other USP is his voice. He has a very strong voice. Like, वो कहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा बेसी होती है, कहाँ पे कम, he does that well, and I just liked it. I mean, there was, okay, you know what? One second. There was one line I must, because um if you have to admire a writer like him, you must read that line. चलो बांटे अपनी सजाएं, ना तुम कुछ सुनाओ ना हम कुछ बताएं, मैं लड़ ही ना पाया था खुद के लिए, जब देखा हराने मुझे आप आए. Like, I just love these thoughts. These kind of thought, that line, I was like, मैं लड़ ही ना पाया खुद से, आप ओहो क्या बोल दिया, मैं अंधेरा सा था तुम उजाले सी थी, टूटता था मैं तो तुम संभाले रहती, खैर अब एक किनारे पे तू और एक किनारे पे मैं, तुम जीते हो मुझे हरा के, हम जीत में भी तुमसे हारे से हैं. It's just just very sweet, yeah. I loved it. And I get what you're saying about the breath and everything, but honestly, in the flow of this song and the musicality of the song, मेरे को वो notice नहीं हुआ. I just flowed, I just behold with it. I love
तो
it.
मेरे साथ वही मैं कह रही हूँ ना, like the
हाँ,
lyric writing is so amazing.
it's
The
so good.
music was so good. The video was so good that it was almost like, to me, it was standing out like a stark comparison.
Okay,
And I know
I
what
get.
the whole thing is now. I realize kya wo cheez hai, because you're right. He's got a very good grip on his thing, and the two voices which he was playing with, wo distinctly sun rahi thi emotion
Hmm.
message ka, for me.
Okay, for you.
Like,
Okay.
you know, the kind of emotion that is required, ये जिस तरह की इसकी writing और बाकी सब कुछ है, ये मतलब ये we should have been howling. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like,
Hmm. I was almost there. I was on the brink. I said, "Nah, I'm gonna cry."
हाँ.
इतना-
I know you said
I was
it.
on the brink of
हाँ.
it.
हाँ.
नहीं, but
I,
ठीक है,
I
it's all
really
good.
feel like everything was there. I think I'm feeling it also that starkly because I'm like, you were so close, like so close. Like थोड़ा सा emotion डालना था बस. Like, you know, audio director को वहाँ बिठाना चाहिए था. Who should have corrected him?
I'm gonna make you listen to this song when you're out of your nap mode and
No,
let
no,
the laugh line.
this is the सबसे clearest I am
Okay.
always. जब मेरे को
Okay,
कुछ
fine.
अपना edit करना होता है, मैं this is
Fine.
the state I look for. But
Fine, fine.
anyway,
Fine,
yeah,
fine.
but
ठीक है.
it's a good song though.
But
Oh,
beautiful, yeah. Or everyone on
yeah.
the team from me, just full 10 on 10, I'm just saying, because I know when a song hits me, I know when the writing hits me, and I know that it leaves me with thoughts that's, that just, yeah, moved me. So I love it. Panther, more power to you. Aapka, EP I will cover it. I don't think you will be around, but I'll cover the rest of it very soon. Rohan has highly recommended it, and
Wow.
sometimes I trust him. Usually he tells me a lot of bakwas songs to react to, but ये उसने किया
नहीं, ये
recommend,
तो अच्छा
so
गाना है
अब
भैया.
trust करना पड़ेगा, है ना?
Correct,
So
correct.
चलो, ठीक है, amazing. Guys, let me know what else I should get to. Let me know what you thought of this song. And yeah, DM me there, DM Miss Bhola there at Shutspa. Tuk 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 tuk. यही है ना? हाँ.
Yes, yes.
I've
Yes,
forgotten.
yes.
चलो, take care of you. Live long and prosper.
जानी रे 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 तेरे बिन है दिल मेरा लगता नहीं जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी रे जानी